Hello, and welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Hospitality Hacks, the channel that was created to help the luxury traveler get the most out of their luxury travel lifestyle. Now, before we get into the topic at hand, I want to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, and I want to let you know that I will be doing giveaways at significant milestones for the channel, such as a giveaway at 50 subs, 100 subs, 200 subs, so on and so forth. I look forward to giving away fun items that will enhance your travel experience or help to increase the value of your travel experience. For example, Bluetooth earbuds, travel courses on how to get the best and cheapest flights, and so on. So, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Hit the bell notification so you know when a video has been uploaded, and share any videos you believe are helpful. Oh, and don't forget to smash that like button. Now, let's get right into it. So, in an earlier video entitled How Not to Get Rolled by Working Women, I talked about the steps that any gentleman partaking of this service must take in order to remain whole. That is, keep all of your valuables after the encounter. But what I failed to do was include some interesting examples of what these gentlemen go through after getting rolled. One example being the first person that I dealt with after he had gotten his valuables taken from him. And I say dealt with instead of helped because the situation he put himself into did not allow for anyone to help. So we have an individual who was a regular bar patron, and so he knew pretty much who was working and who was not. Now, this gentleman was an ex-police officer, which also gave him the eye to know who was working and who was not. And he retired and turned his old job into a profitable security company. So now he has money to burn. And on this night, he decided to partake of a lady of the evening. Everything seems to be going well for him. He is able to get a good room on a busy weekend, and he has a beautiful woman on his arm. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is as far as the good times go. At about 3 a.m., this gentleman comes down to the lobby saying that he has been robbed, his Rolex is missing, as well as his credit cards and rings. So obviously the front desk staff calls for security. Once security arrives, he explains what happens, partially, and wants something done, while leaving out key details like the person who stole his items was not only invited into his room by him, but he also paid her for sex. He left out that information. So security is going to say the best course of action here is to call the police and get a report done, so that if your items, especially the Rolex, are insured, you can use the report for insurance purposes. Now, the truth starts to come out ever so slowly. Now he tells security that he invited the young lady up to his room, that he just met her at the bar. And from the look on his face, they can put the rest of the pieces together. Even with this new information, the best course of action is still to call the police, but his hesitancy is caused by the last bit of information he whispers to an officer. I can't have my wife find out about this. And that is where security's ability to help ends. They can't contact the police because of a situation he got himself into. We're done here. Chalk that up as a loss and a learning experience, along with a little bit of lost dignity. Oh, and the added disappointment for this gentleman is he didn't even get to close the deal because she took off on him while he was in the shower. Okay? So things like that I've seen after 20 plus years of hospitality service. I've seen and heard a lot. Like this next example for you. So around 4 a.m., the overnight manager of the hotel notices a young lady in a bit of a frantic state as she comes downstairs trying to exit the building. Now, because of security concerns, the hotel is locked down at night, and this includes the main entrance. And because she can't figure out how to get out, she looks panicked, and with good reason, we come to find. So without knowing the situation at hand and having no reason to think she's up to no good, the overnight manager opens the door for her, and she immediately takes off, running. And only moments later, a man gets off the elevator dressed only in his underwear, looking just as manic as she was, and run towards the front door. To no avail. The young lady is gone, disappeared into the night. As it turns out, His story is similar to the ex-officer. He meets a girl at the bar, they discuss the terms of their time together, and they go up to his room. Now, at some point during the interaction, she slips something into his drink, but it must not have been enough. This was a large man, because he wakes up only moments later and misses catching her in the lobby by mere seconds. Now, from a security standpoint, it was probably better that she got away, because this guy might have put his hands on her, and that would not have been good for anybody involved. So, as per security protocol, they suggest calling the police. But as usual, there's this issue of paying for sex and the good old infidelity. So, once again, security's hands are tied. And this individual has learned a hard lesson while losing jewelry, cash, and a bit of his dignity. So, I'll let you know right now, the easiest way not to end up like these gentlemen, well, the best way is not to pay for sex. But if you feel you must, remember this: the only safe place for your valuables is in a place where you are the only one with the key, or in this instance, the code to the safe. So use your in-room safe and make sure no one sees you putting in the code, or even better, if you are partaking of the ladies of the night, use the safety deposit boxes that the hotel have that they can provide for you. This way, you don't have to worry about anyone seeing your code, and no one is going to open the safety deposit box without your permission. And plus, you'll be the only one with the key. Okay, gentlemen? I doubt the ladies are doing this, but ladies, you as well. All right? So I want to thank you for listening to me, and hopefully this video brought you, someone you may know, some value. All right, good people? Like I always say, do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring that bell notification so you know when I upload another video. And I'll see you in the next one.